Okay, now since this will be part of the next process anyway, I might as well just do this really quick. I'm gonna take the hand that holds the mushroom and glue the mushroom into the hand. So, because what I'll do after this is I'll do the same thing with the what I did with the body. I will put the metal rods into the hands and then connect them to the arms. Well, if we have any more super glue in here. That's a little bit too bright, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, that's not bad now. Okay, so eventually if I get any super glue out of this thing here, I got a brand new one over there once this one's like all done. Because I knew that the projects I was working on would require a decent amount of glue. I think it's going to be touching the back here, and it's going to be touching the thumb, so there we go. Generous amount of super glue. And as I had previously said in one of my other videos, I had like painted this a little bit already. So that just gets like this. So it'll be in the hand nicely. And therefore, then the rod will go down in the bottom of the hand and connect it to the arm. But we just need basically the hand. Ooh, don't want to do that. The hand to hold the mushroom here. So. And it doesn't perfectly fit, but oh well, it had to be composited between two pieces. I got some super glue on my finger, of course. If you don't get that off right away, sometimes alcohol will help, but it's not perfect. So I'm going to just kind of put his hand down like this for a minute. And hopefully it'll just kind of stick in place here. Because the thing with super glue is if you let it dry a bit, eventually it will just stick. But you got to give it a little while. And I may put some filler material between the hand and the mushroom since it doesn't seem to be fitting perfectly. But I'll just kind of leave it on the desk over here, which you can't see, but there it is. Leave it on the desk over here where it just kind of sits. And hopefully it'll stick in there nicely so I can affix the hand to the mushroom, the hand to the arm, and then we won't have a problem. Although I may very well make the rod go up into the mushroom so it'll actually give it a little bit more stability, but we'll see. So we'll get to that a little bit later. I'm very looking forward to painting this, but of course putting it together first is the most important part. See you then. Okay, now this one should be rather easy since it just has to be like that. And since this is a perfect circle, all I'm going to do, well, it's closer to a normal shape than, say, the silly head down there. So all I'm going to basically do is take the arm, measure it like this, measure it like that. So it's about like just about 2 inches. And it's just a little over 2 inches. So we're probably going to go 1 inch in on either side and then make a dot and do the same thing on the hand. And then I shouldn't really have as much trouble because I'm thinking to myself, this is going to a kid. And if his hand's out like this, easy to knock that off. So initially I was thinking not putting the metal into it, but probably end up being a better idea in the long run because then the kid won't knock Mario's hand off. So let's see. We're 1 inch in here. Now what I'm going to do is, let me see if I got a pen. I think I got a pen or a marker somewhere here. And it doesn't matter how much I mark inside Mario's hand here, this isn't going to be seen. So like, let's say there's our 1 inch in. And then if we go this way, we'll go from the outside because that'll work. Here's our 1 inch in there, and I shouldn't be holding my flush cutter here too. So there's our 1 inch in here. So maybe about right here. So we're going to measure 1 inch in, and about an inch in. And if it's like a millimeter off, it doesn't matter because I'll just use the filler in order to make it not look bad. So basically about right there. Get our thing here and kind of mark it. So the drill bit will go into that. And then we're just gonna, if I can find my drill, I think it fell over. No, it's right here. And hopefully I got it going the right way this time. Yeah, there you go. And we're just gonna go right here. Still going backwards. Back it out, and there you go. There's your little hole for the thing. And then I'm just gonna, hold on. Okay, now I was gonna say just get the metal coat hanger. We don't need that big of a piece, so let me go ahead and get that. So we're just gonna cut off like a little piece for this and do what I did before and put like half of it in, half of it out. But I'm gonna wait and glue. So probably about this much. Just a little, see? Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to kind of hold the hand in place. And then all we're gonna do here is do exactly as I did before. Get the glue. If the glue ever comes out, because you know it's how do I want to say it? It's just about done. So eventually, when I'm working on these projects that I'm doing for the kids for Christmas, I'm going to have to get the other glue. So just put a little on there. Then of course I'm going to put a little on the coat hanger piece. A little on the coat hanger piece, so it'll just kind of get in there and more or less get stuck. So we're going to put it in the hole and just kind of let it dry like that, so enough of it sticking out so it actually is worth it. And then once that's dried and this can't move anymore, then I'll mount the hand on there. So what I'm going to do right now is, since we have to let that dry, we're basically going to do the same thing. And as you can see, our mirror image will be here. So then what I'm going to do is this. Get our tape measure and do the same thing. Inch in here. Mark off there. Inch in here. And just get it lined up with our inch in. So it's going to be about right there. So inch in and inch in. So about right there. So then I'm going to just take the thing and kind of mark that off. Just so we can get something that's kind of sort of on. And now I can just kind of see. Yeah, you can see that it'll pretty much line up. But for now we're going to just leave that. And that's already getting stuck in there, so that'll provide a nice post for the hand to stay on. I'm just going to put that down here. And now, just for fun, Mario's other hand kind of just goes above his head here. You can't even see what I'm doing because he's out of frame. But I'm going to do the same thing now with this one, because it'll just be easier to get them both done at the same time, and therefore the glue can be drying at the same time. So, inch in here, inch in here, and we'll sort of meet in the middle, and it's going to be about right there. And just like with Mario's head, if I'm not exactly on, I can drill another hole. It's no huge deal. And then get our drill wherever I put it. Oh, I put it right down here. And then we're just gonna back it out. There we are. Put that back down. And where did I put my metal coat hanger piece? I don't know, I just threw it somewhere. See, kids, that's the problem with being unorganized. You don't know where you put any of your stuff. I probably just put it down on the desk and I just don't see it. Because, you know, it's a nondescript piece of metal coat hanger. It's not like a pen or something. Unless I threw it back on the floor. I may have. Yeah, there it is. It's right down on the floor. Let's get ourselves another piece of this metal coat hanger. And kids, don't let your mom know you're doing this unless you ask her if you can cut up her coat hangers. That's probably why, because one piece flies one way, the other piece flies the other way. And now, let's just go ahead and... This one, it's almost in the middle, actually. That's kind of nice. Probably end up separating this into like several videos because one of them will just be the downright construction, which is what I'm doing right now. And then the other ones will be like the prep and painting. So I'll probably make this like a two-part series, if you will. Therefore, you won't have like this like 1 hour long video that you have to watch of me slowly putting together Mario. Okay, and then let's coat our coat hanger here. And the only reason I do this is because it gives the figurine a little bit more stability, and especially if I'm not the person who's going to just be leaving it on my shelf, I can then rest assured, and I'm going to make sure a lot of this glue goes into the hole, that whoever has this won't have a problem with the character staying together. So we got a little bit of excess glue here, and instead of it just like kind of pooling on the surface, I'm going to just wipe it, and we're going to just make sure we got enough sticking out there. And I'm going to just leave it over here. Let it dry. Put the other both hands on. And then once that dries, I will put the arms on the body and Mario will be fully constructed. So next time you see me here, we're going to be putting the hands on the arms. Okay, and now what was just a couple minutes for me, or just instantly for you, now these are fully here. They won't move because the super glue is holding them. So I'll take this opportunity to put everything together for the arms at least. It looks like, yeah, it looks like the hole that the actual thing that I made here. I'm going to remeasure just to be sure, because last thing I want to do is drill the holes, put everything together, and then realize that I did it wrong. So let's see, inch in and inch in and inch in. Well, actually, let's just make sure we're looking at this right, because the arm goes like this and the hand goes like this. So it's more or less one of those marks that I made. Wow, that was actually pretty good, because I did it like this. So then we have to do it like this, because it's going to go like that. So I was actually just measuring it backwards just now. So inch in and inch in. So it's actually this mark. Let's see if that kind of lines up. No, I'm going to say more like here. And then, of course, my whole idea that this was dry enough is wrong. So let's kind of get I'm going to get my clipper here and just kind of do this, because that was not dry enough at all. It just kind of came loose. So yeah, the glue just gave way basically when I tried to more or less use the glue to drill it. So tell you what, we're going to let these things dry a little bit more, but while I'm at it, let's go ahead and give Mario his armholes. So I'm going to pretty much do the same thing as I did before. Well, since I can do whatever I want on this, I'm going to try to make them centered. So You can see where the arm is supposed to be on here. So I'm going to just kind of do this. Kind of made a little nub in there. Get my drill. And then drill a hole. Back out. And there's our hole. And do the same thing on the other side. Drill a hole. Back out. And now these ones, unlike the ones I just made for the hands, which I'm going to have to wait to put those together, we're going to make them a little bit deeper. Get my piece of metal coat hanger here. And I'm going to have to probably do some creative bending on this because it's kind of messed up-ish looking. See, it's kind of the part where that would be the part where you have your curved piece. So we're going to do this. And it is so much easier to bend this metal with your plier. So there you go. And honestly, I think I'm going to just cut this in half and use half for one and half for the other. And I'm actually using my flush cutter. That's not going to work. Okay, here we go. Get our bolt cutter. Since the arms are kind of load bearing, that's why I'm kind of using a little bit more. Because I'd rather be safe than sorry for this. And now they're going to both probably go off in either direction. So I'm going to just hold that, and there we go. There's our pieces for our arms, and we ended up using all of the metal coat hanger. So yeah, they're about the same length. So now, Mario, you're going to get the weirdest, littlest metal arms in the world, and it's okay with us. We don't mind it. So let's get Mario here. And of course, I'm not trusting that his head is fully glued on yet, because I honestly just did that earlier. So I don't want to hold him at an angle too long, or knowing my luck, how do I want to say it? His head will just fall flat off. But I'll probably have to put the arms together and on tomorrow. Or just later, like after dinner, once everything has a chance to like semi-dry. So we're just going to put a little bit in the hole. A little bit on the metal coat hanger. I'm going to use a crazy curly Q end right now. And yeah, the only problem with super glue is as your applicator kind of gets used a little bit, it just kind of gets all messed up. And if it turns out that I kind of can't use this much coat hanger, which it looks like it's going to turn out to be, I'll just end up cutting it. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to cut these, but oh well, it's fine. Oh, yeah, there goes the other one. Let's try to kind of sort of do the same thing on the other side if I don't lose that piece of metal coat hanger. Oh, it's right here. It's literally like blending in with the carpet. And what I want to do is, you might be tempted to do it, but try not to resist the urge to spread super glue with your fingers, because you know it's just going to make a mess. And as I have said multiple times during making this video, this super glue container is nearly empty. In fact, I might have to open up the new one before I glue the rest of our stuff on here. Just soak our end of our coat hanger in the glue, and then we'll put it in, and it'll get all stuck in there. Hopefully. That's what I always like to say, because who knows if it'll actually work out. It's just a project that you're putting together. Get my plier, maybe I can push it in a little bit better. Yeah. Oh. At least it got on the plier and it didn't get on me. That's all I have to say. There we go. Nice and in there. But as I said, I'm probably going to have to... Nope, that won't go any further in. And that one is all it can be. So there you go. There's Mario's little funky metal arms. I'm going to have to trim them down. I know that. But leave them here for now and let Mario dry. There we are. And I will get back to you once I put the arms together. And then shortly after that, I'll put the arms in. So that'll be next video.